everyone, and welcome back to another season of Let's Play Manor Lords. Alright, we are ready to go for our second season here. And for those of you who were with us in the first season, welcome back of course. For those of you who were not, welcome to the channel. And we are ready to go into our second season and deploy all the knowledge that we have learned in the first one. The first season was a little chaotic, but I think there's a lot of insights that we can quote-unquote exploit here in the second season, and hopefully that's going to make it a much more successful game here. So where the first season was all about discovery, this is actually the first season where we're going to get some resemblance of a strategy going on here. I do not want to make my claims too bold here, but I think we should be able to outdo ourselves in the first one. So let's actually choose a portrait here. Maybe this fella? Hans. Alright, let's change that. Or maybe this young guy right here. Well, he looks determined, why not? Heinz. Let's change that. There we go. Alright, we're going to keep the coat of arms here. I think that looks good. And let's continue. Now, I still want to go with the default settings right here. End goal domination, yeah, that should be a fine end goal here. And I'm going to leave all the things set on default here. So, present, off-map adversary, AI aggressiveness, balanced. Yeah, let's just keep this as is. I'm not sure whether or not we want to change maps here. Winding River looked pretty good. But Germanic Valley also looked good here. You know what? Being that we are still learning here, let's once again go for the Germanic Valley. I really like that map here. So we're not going to spend too much time on the introduction, of course. We're going to have plenty of time. Alright, let's pause the game here and have a look around. Oh, we did have a rich shoal of fish again. Let's see, are we... Oh, we're in the top left corner as opposed to the other one. We do have a salt deposit that's rich too. And we have wild animals again. We have some stone right here and some clay all the way over there. Interesting, a lot of forests too. And we spawn pretty close to both the wild animals as well as the shoal of fish here. Oh, that's an interesting draw. I like that. Unfortunately, we are rather close to our adversary right here. Again, it's going to be Hildebold von Berenreuter. Curious to see how that's going to work out. He does have wild berries though. I would have loved to have that too. There's wild berries there as well. And a rich iron deposit. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, cool. So, as far as fertility goes, of course, let's check it out. We have underground water, I should say. Some emmer right here. Flax. That's close to the emmer right there. Barley, that's going to be important though. Let's see, we only have a little spot right here. Maybe a little bit here too, and that's really something I want to protect here. Do the barley and the rye overlap? Not really. So we could do rye here. Right here too. Any other barley fields I should be protecting here? No, just a little bit of barley here and maybe a little bit here, but I'm guessing, let's see, oh, that's going to be very far removed from where we want to be here. Barley production is going to be an issue. Yeah, the only fertile lands are right here. And those are not exactly adjacent to our region here, so that's going to be a challenge moving forward in this game. Okay, smell a fire hazard. Let's look at that later. So let's prevent from building it here. This is going to be mostly barley. And I do think I want to go for the rye fertility once again. We're going to do that via our development points, of course. Yeah, this is looking good. May want to get some fishing here. We can get our hunting camp right here. We may want to clear out this whole region right here. No barley. Some rye here. So I think we want to build here. This seems to be a good spot. We can go all the way to here. So I think we want to start demarking some roads here, just to make sure we don't mess up too much here. How should we proceed? Well, first of all, let's circle this wild animal. Just to make sure we don't scare off the animals. That's going to be very important. Let's do the same for the fish. Not that we can scare off the fish, but having a road around it, it's gonna be nice. Cool little infinity pattern right there. Salt. I think if we use that in a butcher store, or butcher shop I should say, or attachment, that's gonna double our meat. Okay. This seems like a nice distance to include a backyard here. There's some barley there, but that's okay. Building on the King's Road, I'm not sure. We may want to measure out the fields once more. How's that distance going to be? 1.4 Morgan. .1 Morgan. Yeah, maybe we do not really want to build on the King's Road, but maybe get a small piece of road that goes through it. Or would that be a waste of space here? Because, again, I want to max out here. Yeah, let's just build it on the King's Road. I think if we have a block right here, maybe a block across the street, yeah, that'd be fine. And I'm gonna put a road right there. This is just a temporary road. Okay, so now that we have things fixed here, and I wanna share with you what I would like to do here before we actually do it. So what I would like to do is build a row of 5 houses here. Let's see how many houses we can get in here. And I want to reserve a spot in the middle. And that's where we're going to keep all our logistics and industry. So let's see if we can get some housing in here. So that's going to be... Yeah, let's be quite liberal right there. So that's going to be one house. It's going to be 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let's build a road right there. We're going to get in the way right there, actually. So my idea was to get a housing block of 5 right here. Build the backyard extensions right there. And then build one next to it as well. Although, if we build houses right here, chances are that we're gonna invade this space right here. And that is not ideal. We could, of course, build off in the other direction. But then the rye is going to be in the way. Although not as much. Wow. Yeah, it's about as close here. We could also build the farms a little bit wider, I guess. We're having... Yeah, we can build until here and then start another development right here. Because I do want to keep a good ratio of burgage plots versus... This road is crooked, by the way. Burgage plots versus the granary here. Yeah, roughly right there. Okay. I think that may work out. So let's try that. Unfortunately, there's a road here that may make things a little bit more complicated down the line. But let's start here because we have been using up a lot of time here. Now, I do want to make sure that we have plenty of room for a church here. As a matter of fact, that's going to cut into this even more. Maybe I should do the industrial zone right here. And then build the roads off of them so I can have backyards here as well as here. That way we do not mess up this part too much. And industry, although it takes up valuable space, they come in smaller blocks. Yeah, I'm just thinking out loud here. Okay, so let's redraw this right here. Let's go from the road right here. I'm just doing this willy-nilly, so to speak. Oh, this is actually going to be perfect because this is a good spot for a granary as well. It's going to be semi-close to the shoal of fish. And I do like that this is a rich one. Unfortunately, we also had the rich fish in the last season here. Oh, I do not like that road. Let's redraw that. That looks better. Okay, so let's start because we have been talking for a long time here. I want to go with the granary again. I want it to be rather close to both our food supplies. Let's have it here. I'm gonna set this to very high, or the highest there is. And the second thing I want to do is get our logging camp up here. We could actually do it here and then have all the logging take place right there. It's still semi-close to where we want to be. We're going to be building in this end and this end, so this is not going to be too far away here. Really? Too steep to build? Right here? Okay, let's have it there. Of course, we're again a little short on timber here. But I think it's going to work out just fine. So now that we have that set up here, let's go to our hitching post, because that's definitely something we want to work on as well. I'm going to order another ox immediately here. It's going to cost us 20 regional wealth. We do have 50 though, but this is going to speed up things a lot. So let's do it right there. And that ox is going to need its very own hitching post here. And I want to build that hitching post close to the logging operation here, because it's going to be mostly timber that these oxes are going to be hauling. Put it right there. It doesn't cost us any production materials, only builders, and we have 5. We have to wait for the ox to pick up the timber and put it at the granary first, so we're going to have plenty of time. I can actually probably get the hunting camp right here. Let's do that too. Hunting camp also does not cost us anything to build, except for building time here. So let's set that to high. So the building priority is going to be granary first, hunting camp second, and then logging camp third. Of course, we still also have this hitching post right here. So let's see how that works out. We can slowly speed up time here. We have nothing on pause. We do have a new message though. Victory condition, dominance. Build up your town, your manor, and when ready, press claims towards regions owned by your opponents. Once the claim has been pressed, be ready for battle. Yeah, that looks good. Actually, let's have these windows all down here. And I'm hoping to get a little bit more cinematic mode here. We of course need to enjoy the visuals of this game, because they're absolutely beautiful. Already one piece of timber there. Yeah, that's great. Wonderful. There's going to be the last piece. Of course, we do not want to be going in cinematic mode for too long here. I do not want to be missing any notifications that, for instance, my town is on fire. That is going to be bad. Alright. I have heard of your renown. I only seek to defend my rights and my honor against those who would wrong me. I hope you will not judge me by the rumors and slanders that some may spread about me. Alright, there you go. That's fine. Alright, let's immediately assign a family to work in the granary. We do want to keep this bread here. Spoilage is very high, so we need to move that into the granary really quickly. Hunting camp is finished. Hitching post, not so much. And let's have one person. Well, let's wait with the hunting camp actually. Timber is going to be a little bit more important. We got the running out of food notification. Of course, it's the food being transported to the granary, so we should not worry about that too much. Let's hope the ox can return with that last piece right there. And then as soon as this building completes, let's move to build some housing here. We want to get our people inside. Currently have 4 timber. And this is going to be mostly our industrial zone right here. So let us start by removing this road. That was from the old plan. And let's start measuring out our burgage spots right here. Let's actually pause the game. And I do want to go in blocks of 5. Let's actually not have this snap to road bit. That's going to be a rather large backyard extension. But the road does curve here a little bit, so we may want to... Actually, this is just for the width. We shouldn't worry about that too much. So let's do it right here. Build it, but pause it. This is not going to be... This is just for making sure that our other plots are not built too wide here. Not enough goods. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for some timber to come in here. For the timber to come in, of course, we need our hunting, or rather logging camp to complete. This shouldn't take too long. And as soon as this is finished, let's employ 3 people right here, because timber is very, very important. We can give them enough time, of course, to be able to grab some. We still have 18 bread, that's nice. And I want to keep an unassigned family here. Although we could use it to catch some meat for us. We do have a hunting camp right here, which is already completed. It's still March, that's nice. I'm hoping to grow as soon as we can here. Alright, now that we have 4 timber, let's try this again. Ooh, that looks pretty good. But I think we need to go a little bit larger here. Yeah, that looks good. So let's build you. We can remove this one. It's gonna give us a little bit more timber. There we go, house number 2. I may even be able to get away with 1 more. And we can. Awesome. Let's have those built. And our homeless people's tents may block us. Should have thought of that beforehand here. Actually, do we want to measure that out? I think we do. So let's go for 1 Morgan once again. Ooh, that's pretty large actually. And there are going to be fishing ponds there anyway, so we may want to give it a little bit more room. 1.9 Morgan, I like that. That's fine. Let's get a roan drawn for reference. And that is going to allow us to build a burgage plot that has room for additional housing. Something like this, and a very large backyard here. There we go. And let's see, any of them paused? I don't think so, right? No. They can be built. And now I'm thinking, so we have 2 timber, right? And I want to build another home right here. Problem with that is we have a lot of things sitting in the way, and I'm thinking that that's going to really get in the way of us building the backyard that we want. Not enough goods. Yeah, that's gonna get in the way. So maybe we should do housing on the other end right here. That is interesting. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna have to work with what we've got here. Going a little slow this episode, but it's fine. This looks good. And we're looking for At the very least 5 houses. But I'm hoping 6 because we should grow here. Yes, we have 4 right here, 1 right there. Maybe we can build that next house for growth a little later here. And that way, if we have enough houses, these homeless people's tents will go away. Okay, 5 timber. That's pretty good. So let's unassign 1 person there. Is the hitching post done? Yes, it is. And now we have 2 oxen. They have their work cut out for them, of course. That's a lot of timber that needs to be moved. And while they're moving that, and we still have some timber left, let's go for a fisherman's hut right here. And hoping that I allowed for some room there. And we did. Awesome. Fisherman's hut. And let's not forget that we need to build a market too. And I want that to be somewhere close here. So let's build it in the middle. It's going to be right here, right? Marketplace. Yeah, let's build it oversized. There we go. That's gonna allow us for a church, maybe a tavern. Yeah, we're gonna have to fit a lot of things in the middle. Alright. Generic goods. We still have some timber, so we may as well use up all the timber that we have. We're gonna pause this though, because I'd rather have the oxen as well as the builders work on something else entirely. Our first burgage plot finished. Awesome. So homelessness should be taken care of real quick. We do have all the houses here. Same goes for our generic storage. We put that down as well. I don't mind the fishing hut being built though. And as a matter of fact, we still have 13 bread. Maybe we should keep that additional builder. Love to put it here, of course, in the hunting camp, so we can get some meat right away. Second burgage plot finished. Awesome. Oh yeah, that looks great. So we have a granary, we have a storehouse, we do have a market. Pack station is not important yet. And we have an additional hitching post, just to make sure that the additional ox that we have has a place too. Mining is going to be a little bit early. We have a logging camp. We do need a woodcutter's lodge though. Saw pit too, but that's going to be for a little later. We could put... let's check. We could put the saw pit here and chop down these trees. Eventually these are going to have to go anyway, because we're going to do some farming here. Yeah, I think that's the path forward here. So let's get the woodcutter's lodge. What is this? Hunting camp. Okay. Let's put you right there. Now I do want all these buildings to complete. Forester's hut. Yeah, we don't have the people to support it. But that would be good though. Okay, so we have a logging camp. Burgage plots are finishing up left, right, and center. That's awesome. We just need one more to be built. Come to think of it, let's add one more living space right there. And I'm gonna do it in the one that has the large backyard extension, of course. So logging camp, yes, we do now have the woodcutter's lodge. Saw pit is going to be for a little later. The same goes for the forester's hut. We do have a hunting camp. No need for a forger hut. And a fisherman. Okay, no need for mining. We have the granary as well as the storehouse. Marketplace too. We have plenty of breakage plots. A well would be nice too. Oh, that's actually perfect. We can fit it there. Yeah, we may want to do that later as well. Our workers have a lot of work that still needs to be done. Yeah, we may need to figure that out later too. Church, yeah, that's definitely going to be very important, but we're going to need planks, so... Okay, yeah, no farming yet. Industry can come a little later too. Trading post, yeah. There's a lot of things we still need to build here. And we have reached the goal right there. So let's see, we still need to finish the storehouse as well as the woodcutter's lodge. Our food is a little low though. Yeah, only 5 bread left. Okay, so with that, let's see. We have 18 timber. That's going to be plenty for now. Let's have one person work the logging camp. Let's set the other one up in the hunting cabin. And as soon as we free up one more person, or rather complete the fisherman's hut, let's have someone work there too. Hoping they can get to it. It has all the timber, so it only needs to be built. Oh, and there they go. Beautiful lake right there. There we go. Fisherman's hut finished. Yeah, that was close to. We only have 4 bread left. But now that we have the fisherman's hut up, as well as the hunting cabin right here, we should be good. Woodcutter's lodge is going to be the final piece of the puzzle. That we can get both food as well as firewood here. That's going to be very important. I do want to set the region here very soon too, because I do not want them to mess with these wild animals here. Woodcutter's lodge. Yeah, 2 months worth of fuel, so let's set that immediately. And let's have him work in this area right here. Maybe make it a little larger here. Like so. And that way they're not going to be wandering around this wild animals deposit here. Yeah, we still need to build some stuff, so let's unassign this logging camp. And is that the only thing we still need to complete? We have 1 available living space, that is nice. Yeah, only the storehouse still needs to be completed. You know what, let's move the hitching post as well. Right there. The ox is going to be transporting timber to the storehouse. And that way that single builder hopefully can complete this hitching post right here. We do want it to be close to the logging camp. That's where all the timber gets produced. Hitching post complete. Awesome. Oh, storehouse is paused. That's probably the reason. But that shouldn't take too long. There we go. 1 out of 2. And I want to make sure that we move all the supplies right here. Those can get in the way, and I do not want that to happen. Yeah, it's even in the way of that road. Armament delivery. A strong militia is paramount to the survival of any settlement. Luckily, a shipment of weapons has just arrived, and you will now be able to create your first militia banners to serve you and protect your people. However, we will need more weapons to equip all the people as the settlement grows, either by making them or importing them from other lands. That is something. That is something. Okay, so let's quickly get some people to pick up these supplies right here. Where are they? Right there. And as soon as we've done that, we can go back to logging. Probably still building. Yeah, we have a common goods stall right now. Awesome. And the next episode is gonna all be about approval here. Because we want to grow. We do have the room to do so. We do need to complete this burgage plot. I shouldn't call it a burgage plot. This street, so to speak. A block of 5. Alright, picking up all the stuff. And there it goes. Awesome. So let's have them deliver it. And as soon as they do, there we go. Unassign it at the storehouse and go to the logging camp right there. So yeah, I think we have most of the things that we want in place here. We're producing food. We're producing fuel. We're sitting on 10 months of food, 5 months of fuel. Our food is mostly fish, but we do have some meat. That's nice. Both of them are very close together, of course. As a matter of fact, maybe we should... And we should have done this previously, actually. Or earlier, I should say. Let's have them cut right there. That way we do not interfere with the animals. But yeah, we have food production. We have fuel production. We have all the people housed. That's nice. It's June. Haven't grown yet, but our approval is still crawling up, so to speak. But we do have the available living space, so should a family be interested to move in, we can welcome them with open arms. And yeah, this is just a soft landing. Because the game throws us in quite a predicament. Ooh. Resources stolen by nearby bandits, yeah. That's definitely have to be we're gonna have to focus on that as well. Camp is actually quite far away, so... Yeah, we need to make sure that we can get there quick. That's also going to be something for next episode. Alright. So yeah. Every journey starts with a first step, and we just made ours. And I'm hoping that we can take more steps next episode. So with that said, I like to say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully see you in the next episode too. Thanks everyone.